The views and opinions expressed on Live at the Barbershop are entirely those of the host, guest, and caller and do not reflect the opinions of Live at the Barbershop or its staff. Viewers' discretion is advised. The following podcast is intended for mature audiences only and contains adult content, graphic language, strong sexual content, and a whole lot of shit talking. So in other words, get your kids out the room.
Live, here we go at the barbershop with your hosts, Nisha J, Aaliyah, Black Republican, and those two crazy Caribbean guys from the Q&N show, Norris and Q. And now, the man of the hour, Mr. HNIC, Mr. Sleep When You're Dead, Hustle Now, the magnificent.
Yo, son. What's up with all that?
I was just trying to amp it up, you know, like...
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, I'm all right, I'm with that.
John, live at the Barbershop Podcast.
Friday night, welcome back. Live at the Barbershop. Got a lot of different things on the plate for tonight. Got a somber moment.
Yeah, before we start, we need to have a moment of silence.
We do.
For DMX.
For DMX, no doubt. I'm gonna do a little something at the end of tonight. That was a legend, true legend.
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate situation and how it ended.
Should have never ended like that.
We're gonna discuss some different things. Try and remember him for the good points. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Tonight's segment though, it's called.
Sorry, but you need to find it. Dig up upstairs and find that video. You don't have to do that.
There's a lost archive video.
You have to do that.
I'll touch on it at the end. Tonight's segment is called Online Dating During the Pandemic. Online dating during the pandemic. I just want to know. I'm not an onliner.
Same here.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Q was mad quiet.
I don't know how So you know he's an online dater.
I'm not an online.
You did stop lying.
I don't know when last I dated.
So,
Well, you be lying your ass.
So I know for me, I'm single, and I don't know, the online thing just wasn't my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So before we get into it, let me introduce myself. My name is John. I'm your host for tonight. Next to me is my man, Yo Q. Yo Q, what up?
What's up? This is your boy Q, man. Tuning in.
Next to Q is Norris.
You're damn right.
Norrism.
Norris.
You know what I'm saying?
Another Friday night going on in the books.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, let me bring my the co-host in. Oh man, fresh in the flesh. Nisha J. Nisha J is in the building. What's up, Nisha J? You good? Better give me that energy. Oh, where your mic at? You muted? Just the way I love to hear you. What's up? Unmute your mic.
It's muted. It's unmuted.
Oh, she came back. Damn. What's up, baby girl? You good?
Yes.
All right. Oh, next up the bat. Aaliyah. Aaliyah is in the building. Aaliyah, what up? Show me that energy. What it do?
What's going on, everybody?
I'm good. You fresh off the tennis court. What's the deal?
I like playing tennis.
Okay. So tonight's subject. Online dating. Hold on. Something's funny. What happened?
I don't know what.
No, you heard him.
I didn't hear him.
Because when she said she liked playing tennis, hear him. I'm guess he's imagining her. I guess he's imagining Aaliyah in some short skirt. You know what he said? He said,
jumping over the net and everything too.
Yeah. You know when the female is serving and the skirt be flying up. That's what he does. Yeah. And he went like this too. Yeah.
She likes playing tennis.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that one.
You know that.
Okay.
What?
I didn't think about all that. The short skirt, the little top.
US Open is
So distracted.
The US Open, the US Open is way down in the year.
no.
Oh man, Soul Child, what up? Soul Child was good. Always good to have you, family. Yo,
That done.
okay.
That finished.
So online dating during the pandemic. Online dating during the pandemic.
I don't even know what to say about that one because
All right.
be honest.
Well, all right, Nisha, I know you're married, so
She can still speak on
when
it,
you
but I don't
remember
know.
when she was single, I'm saying I don't know even back then. Did we even have online dating back
Hell
then?
no.
No. Yes, it was.
It was. What was it like?
Yeah.
20 years ago?
Yeah, like people was on MySpace and
Oh, there was Black Planet.
yeah, Black Planet.
Yeah.
Whoa, back up
No,
now.
no,
Black Planet. Oh, my bad. I was mixing it up. That's Backpage. Backpage is something different. My bad.
No, Black Planet.
Yeah.
Anybody know about Backpage?
No hell. No.
I do.
Okay.
I've heard about it.
Okay. But you know about it.
I know about it.
None of y'all don't know nothing about it?
Hell no.
I do.
Okay. So me and you, we know about it.
Yeah.
None of y'all?
I don't even know what
I've
that
never been on
Backpage.
I've never been on Backpage, but it's more or less like, what's the other one?
What is it? Black or
It's like
black?
an escort situation.
Yeah. Well, they
Yeah.
have everything on there,
Yeah.
including that.
Right.
Like
They used to like advertise and stuff like that.
Like Buck
You know,
Road.
like Craigslist.
Yeah.
Craigslist used to have the little thing with the whole,
Yes.
bring some roses. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So now, the thing I was trying to figure out now, doing the dating thing during the pandemic, like how does it operate? Like when you go to meet someone, do they have a mask on? Do you really see their face?
Don't want to
I mean, they're gonna have a mask on, basically. I mean,
No, but I'm saying now, all right, a lot of people
guessing.
now are going straight for the gusto. They just hooking up on these sites. They're not even, nobody ain't trying to find no
Really?
love.
Yeah, they are.
Are you crazy?
I don't know.
Yo,
I'm lost.
man,
with
let me
that
tell
one.
you,
How do you know?
I got some
Yeah.
war
He's
stories.
single. He should know.
I'm single, but I'm not on those sites. I'm secondhand party.
You don't have to be on there. That don't mean you can't browse.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true. I'm flipping through the files. Like, what's the whole thing? You go to the left is no, right is yes, or something like that. Swipe to the right. So,
I'm lost. I'm
yo,
not really
all right,
lost.
somebody got to bring.
No. I know, but I'm like, I don't even know how to.
You don't even know how to.
I don't
You
even know
know
how
what
to
we should
comment
do?
on that
Hold
one.
up. You know, here's what we should do.
I don't even know how to
I
comment on
think
that one.
what we should do, honestly,
Yeah.
I want to hook this dude up.
No.
We should put him on the site. Right, yeah. I'm gonna make a profile strictly for you.
No, don't.
I'm gonna make
You
a
go and check
profile
it for him. He
strictly
don't
for
know how
him.
to do that.
Don't.
Yo,
Is he single?
hold up. Matter of fact,
Don't.
I got a
Is
guru
he
that's calling
single?
on the line. 1 minute. Hold up. Let me ask my man. Hey, yo, live at the barbershop. What it do?
What's going on?
Whoa, my man. Hold up. So let me introduce you real quick because I was just having a conversation with everyone here in the studio. And I told him, I said, I got a guru on the line, a tender bumble guru on the line. That's going to break it down
I do
for
my
us.
best. I do my best.
All right. This is the squad out here. This is the squad called, this is the Double D squad. Okay? So this is their specialty. This is what they do. They're on Bumble, they're on Tinder, he said he got it down to the algorithm situation. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to educate the audience right now because we were having a conversation just now on Bumble.
Talk to me. Let me hear it.
Online dating.
We're trying to figure out during the pandemic, how does it pan out now? I mean, if you find somebody that you feeling, how does it work now? Do you have to get them to go get a COVID test before you even hook up, or do you know what I'm saying? How's it work? Or everyone is just like, hey man, she look cool.
Listen.
looks
You're always
good.
looking for warning signs because you know them ladies are crazy. So if they're asking you to get a COVID test ahead of time, I mean, you already got problems.
No, he just took a nerve.
She should know. She should know if she's clean.
Well, hey, no one really knows. No
True.
one really knows.
Very true.
But now,
Very true.
let me ask you.
He clean. Which one?
Well, let me ask you a question now. Okay. Now, in the beginning, a lot of them, when like Tinder, I know Bumble came after Tinder, but when Tinder dropped, it was more on almost like a younger generation eHarmony type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
for sure.
everyone was going on there to try and find that mate or love. But then it turned into a whole nother beast as time went on, where last time I spoke to somebody, it was like, love? You crazy? Looking for no love on Tinder? We going to smash. That's what we trying to do. That's all we trying to do.
I think it comes down to which app you're on. That's what I think it really comes down to.
Let's take on Tinder first.
Smash and dash.
Smash and dash on Tinder?
Ooh, Tinder's got to be the smash and dash. When you look at the clientele that's on there, you have no choice but to think you're here for one reason.
Okay. So
that's what the feelings I'm getting out here in South Florida.
So now, okay.
Hold on. So what criteria do you look for on them sites?
Oh, depends on what site you're on.
All right, so give him a site.
Yeah.
I gotta bring you up to speed. So like, this is Norris that you're talking to right now. So he's gonna be like the
man.
I was gonna say grandfather, but I'm gonna bring it down. Father of the crew right now. So
I hear you.
He's looking like, what kind of criteria are you bringing into this? Ain't no criteria. And how she look? She got a fatty. How she look? Am I right or wrong?
Exactly.
Right? Exactly.
You're completely right.
Exactly.
I don't trust none of them.
I got a war.
Some crazy
so let's break it down.
Break it down.
Let's break it down by site first.
Okay.
So my experience has been when you go the Tinder route, you're there for the smash and dash. Can I get in? Can I get out? How fast can I do it?
Okay.
So when you break it down to Bumble and Hinge, now it's where girls start to get a little more sophisticated. Maybe a girl that's heard about Tinder but doesn't want to get on a Tinder, but she still wants to be on a dating site. Maybe look at eHarmony, like it's a little, for the older generation. So they want to get on something else. They end up getting on the Bumbles and the Tinders of the world, or the Bumbles and the Hinges of the world. So when you're on those, you have to act a little different than when you're on maybe a site like Tinder.
So you really got to start thinking it out on how you maneuvering with some of these females.
I mean,
So now
specialization of this.
Have you been on Plenty of Fish? POF?
Yeah, I've heard about it, but I've never actually been on it. I think that's basically you just give me a.
Yo, hold on. My man want to know now how I know about all this stuff.
Hey,
because you just naming them all.
Nah, let me tell you something. It's a thing called research.
No.
I
knew you weren't gonna say that shit because research. No.
I gotta do my research.
Facebook also has a dating app.
Really?
What is that?
You can date on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very proper. Those people might ask you for a COVID vaccine passport and and 3 different tests that show you were negative.
So that's how the Facebook and all that's doing it. So now, all right, I'm gonna introduce the ladies.
That's proper dating.
I'm gonna introduce the ladies on the thing. If you can see their face right now, they look dumbfounded, like, what the hell am I hearing right now? But yo, let them know, please, don't get it twisted. The females is on there buck wilding as well. Because a lot of females I spoke to, they told me, look, it's the same, it's no different. Smash and dash. That's all. That's what they want too.
What females told you?
I was in New Orleans.
Go ahead. You was in New Orleans?
I've had females prove it. I was in New Orleans, matched with somebody, and they were like, "Oh, what are you here for?" And all I sent back was one message, like bachelor party. And they said, "What hotel?" I sent the hotel, and she said, "I'm a block away." Room number ? And I was with all my boys in the room. I was like, "Hey, y'all gotta leave right now. Y'all gotta go." And they're like, "Huh?" I was like, "Dude, this girl thinks she's walking up escalator." They went to go in the escalator. She was walking off the escalator when they were all piling into it to give me the room. I promise you, girls be wilding out there.
Yeah, listen.
So just random.
Yeah. All right, you know what it is?
When you're dating on each site, what do you look for to know the difference?
That's what I just had to. Criteria, same thing.
Yeah. What the difference? What text they return?
They're not looking for none.
Yeah, you can tell really quickly whether someone they try to make a profile that kind of puts on a good front. But as soon as you get into those DMs, you can tell pretty quickly what's going on.
Oh, who they are.
Because normally when you meet a girl out in the, like, let's just say circa Tinder, every other girl interaction that a guy's ever had, they meet them, the girl puts up a little bit of front, you got to work your way through it, la da da da. Well, I mean, it's kind of like the same thing here. They put on the front, but the second you get through it, you can tell pretty quickly if they're ready to go or if they actually want, something serious out of it.
All right. So have you ever been in a situation where it's like, well, I know for sure it's been there before where the person does not look like what they posted. That's almost a common situation.
Well, the fake pictures.
Let's cue in my other DD partner. He'll tell you about that one.
Double D.
Hop on, sir.
What's good? What's good?
Yeah, good night.
Live at the barbershop. What's good, Double D? You still there?
I don't know if he's coming. I'm here. I'm still here.
All right.
I don't know if he's hopping on.
Nah, he said he's gonna pass it over to you.
Well, he's had a few of them. He showed up and he didn't even think the person was actually the person who was in the picture. He's like pretty dumbfounded about it.
So how'd it end up?
He thought he said he couldn't drink enough drinks to try and make her look like the picture, so he passed.
so hold on. So he passed. Yeah, so what did you do?
Yeah, well, I wasn't a part of that one.
Oh, yo, I thought you was the one like, hey, I don't need no bear goggles. I'll take it. So let me hear. So what's some of the war stories you had in your encounters? What's one of the main sites that you jump on? Is it Bumble?
If I go on there and somebody show up, I'm not expecting. I'm turning the fuck around. I'm like,
I like Hinge the most because you can kind of find both sides of that coin.
So Hinge. I never heard of Hinge.
Me either.
Yeah, Hinge. Yeah, you gotta look at Hinge. Hinge is where it's at, especially here in South Florida, and I went to a couple other states. It's pretty heavy. Hinge is right there with Tinder.
Oh, word! I gotta check that out. I gotta check. I gotta do my research on that one.
Yeah. So I guess one of the crazy ones is I met this girl. I don't know what he's doing on the other line, but I met this girl. I went out with her. Whatever. Ended up meeting up with her and do the smash and dash thing. And he tells me probably 2 weeks later, he's like, "Hey, I'm going out with this girl," and he shows me a picture of her, and I'm like, "Oh shit, that was the girl that I went out with before." And he was like, "Yeah," he's like, "No way," because me and him, we look pretty similar. And he's like, "No way," and he sends me a thing, and she goes, the last thing she sent him was like, "I'm really nervous. I've never done this before."
Oh my God. Yeah.
Wait a minute. She said that?
She said that.
Yeah, she said that to my buddy. but she was out with me a week before.
Oh man, because
hold on. Let me ask. So when y'all meet, y'all just meet up and go at it, or just y'all go out for drinks? Then
yeah, no. You go out for drinks, make everything. Everything has to kind of lead like a normal date would progress. It's not. I've only had 2 encounters where it was just like they just were there to go. Okay, it was pretty obvious.
All right, so
I'm trying to figure out what kind of conversation you would like. Where we're going to take this from?
Direct conversation. That's it.
I mean,
exactly what you said.
What you trying to do? Because I know what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm trying to do. What's up?
100%. 100%.
Exactly.
We were walking into a movie, and I asked her what the movie is about, and she's like, "I have no idea." She's like, "Do you know anything about it?" I was like, "Not me either." She's like, "Yeah, I have no clue. I'm just here to sleep with you." And I was like, and I just stopped and turned around. I was like, "Why are we wasting money on a movie ticket?"
So why is it called a dating site?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
because
to be discreet.
Because girls, I'll tell you why. Because in the past, guys have tried to slut shame girls when we're out there doing the exact same thing, And so therefore everyone has to sugarcoat it XYZ. If everyone was just real, I mean, we probably would just call it a smash and dash site. You know?
So now, all right.
That's basically what it is.
Explain to me now, 'cause
Yeah.
I heard you got like a system with the algorithm to it now. So can you give me the breakdown of how you studied it to the fullest to understand all the.
So here's what happens with this algorithm. So basically, they don't want to. They use females' time as a commodity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have an actual business, and their actual product is being able to make relationships. But the females are the commodity in the situation.
Right.
So it's their time. So they don't want to put people in front of them that the girls are going to get bored with, or they're just going to shut their app.
Right.
So what I believe is you need to have your algorithm high in order to be able to have these girls, you know, you in front of these girls and these girls in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, they're going to show you girls that, you know, it sounds bad, but might be a little more desperate or whatever you know, might want to say.
Right.
So therefore, what you have to do is you have to make sure that you only match with like high profile girls and their algorithm's opinion.
Okay.
So what that means is the girls that probably get liked a lot are the ones that are hot on there. So what you want to do is not just sit there and try and like bottom feed and just, you know, they show all the videos on Instagram and TikTok and all the rest where it just shows guys just swiping right.
Mm-hmm.
That just says that you're here to like waste people's time because you're just swiping on everything.
Okay.
If you actually value yourself as a commodity, then the algorithm is going to value yourself as a commodity as well. So what you want to do is only like that high percentile of girls that the algorithm knows is a high percentile. So when you get a couple matches with them, it evens you out with them as opposed to just being like, you know, some bottom feeder that's going to swipe right on every chick he finds.
So hold on.
That makes so much sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I got two females.
Because it's the female time that's the commodity. Like your time is what I'm looking for.
I got
if the guys are sitting on this site 24/7, it's the girls' time that means something.
That's true. I got two female hosts. You got any questions?
Yeah, what you got for me?
Aaliyah or Anisha, you got any questions here?
Man, you left.
I don't have any questions. I'm just
Aaliyah,
dumbfounded
this is the first time I seen Aaliyah like.
Normally that comes after the hinge date.
That means turning the. All right, I got a guest online that just posted something. What it said that means turning around. I guess turnaround time. They talking about turning around. I don't know what that means. Hey, elaborate a little bit more on that.
Hold on. Earlier on, he said y'all said on Facebook got a dating app too. But he said
Aaliyah said that.
Y'all say that one is they ask for everything.
No, meaning the female they want a full background of
No. It just means they're very professional.
Yes.
They're very like,
you know,
that's like a professional dating environment as opposed to like
the other sites,
Tinder, whatever. Yeah,
they don't want shit. They just.
I don't think so.
You guys said, you here? What you saying?
There she is.
No, I said probably in the same bracket with everything else.
What, as far as Facebook and the rest of them?
So it's been getting Facebook been getting a little raunchy lately.
I think it's probably been a little raunchy because people like I didn't even know that when people put that they're when they wave, I think it's when they wave at you or
poke.
One of those when they poke you means they really want to poke you. I didn't know that.
What?
Yeah.
Put that mean on Facebook?
Yeah, so from my understanding, and this is what somebody told me, that when someone pokes you, that means, you know,
they want to be friends.
They want to poke you.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know it either.
I never even heard that one.
So
yeah.
Put that in your algorithm, baby.
Yeah, right. I'll put that up my algorithm and smoke it.
Put that one in there.
It's on Facebook though.
So who have been getting a lot of poke?
What's on Facebook?
No, it's on Facebook.
The poking.
Yeah, when they poke you.
Yeah.
You been getting a lot of poke?
Who been poking you?
None, man. But I've seen it.
Make sure ain't no dude poking you.
I've seen that.
Okay, so long as no dude poking you good then.
But I never knew there was like. But Aliyah said I never knew.
So Aliyah, somebody getting a lot of poke?
Do I know somebody that's
That's
getting?
why she was jumping over the tennis rack.
No, I don't know anybody that's getting a lot of pokes. I mean, when I would get pokes from people, I didn't know that that's what it meant.
Oh.
Did you just say wood and poking?
Huh?
I said, did you say?
No,
I couldn't hear you.
Your phone just went out.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to hear you guys.
Yeah.
What the question to her again?
No, I don't have a question. I was just trying to hear what you were saying.
Okay. Now let me ask you. Now, have you ever had a stalker after a poke?
Not a poke.
Who?
Oh, I know that. I'm just saying.
Who?
After you D. After you hooked up, have you ever had a stalker after that?
Someone comes at you.
No, but I have showed up as somebody else and they didn't even care.
Oh, hold up. You showed that somebody else's. Oh,
yeah. I showed up on.
Explain that one.
I had on my counterpartner, if you will, over here. Yeah, I showed up on his. I went through his account and I just had it because my phone had died, so I didn't have any battery left. So I was just using his phone, and I got this we'll call it a fish on the line. Started reeling it in, and basically I showed. Yeah, it was like the middle of the night. She's like, I'm getting brought from the airport back to this place in Boca she had. And I met her out there. She lived on the water, in this mansion. And I showed up and she's like, you're not the guy in the picture. And I was like, I know I'm not. And she's like, it's all right. So yeah.
It's all right. Like you got.
So you catfish?
No, she said it don't matter to her.
No. Yeah, she said she didn't give a. She didn't care.
Damn.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You catfish somebody and they went along with it?
Yeah. They not only went along with it, they called me out and went along with it. Oh, here he is. He's on the line now.
Are you back, D?
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, it was his account.
It wasn't. I wouldn't even call it catfish because it was 30 minutes. She got picked up in Fort Lauderdale Airport by her dad. So by the time she got to the airport to Boca, which is 30 minutes, Ray was meeting her in Boca, and it was just you can't even classify it as a catfish, dude, because it was just wham bam, little switcheroo, and she didn't care.
So
she said, all right.
Insight is wild.
Hey, there's some shit going on out there that we don't know.
So hold on. Let me get my pen and pad.
Like some underground.
So what was the name of that site again?
Like some real underground shit.
Call that Hinge.
What was that, Barry? Was that
Hinge, right?
Hinge.
No, that one. Yeah, I think that one was Tinder, to be honest with you.
That was Tinder?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
So do you guys ever met anybody on any of these sites where you feel you would start a serious relationship with?
No.
Yeah, we tried.
Hey, let me tell you something. If you could be in the studio right now, these females, the look on their face right now, if you can see the look on all their face, they're just sitting here dumbfounded.
You would feel it's
There's two things. Guy on.
I've met girls that were nighttime stock girls at Trader Joe's. They stock the shelves at Trader Joe's. And I met a doctor, a legit doctor. So you can meet some good girls on there. I dated a girl on there that was the doctor chick. Barry will contest to that.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, she's a fucking, a doctor. She's got high value. She's a good girl, and you also meet trash on there. So it's just you can catch a marlin, you can catch a freaking little,
It's the same thing as dating in real life. It's the same thing. Some people gonna be trash. Some people you can meet the freaks. You can meet the freaks in the library, and you can meet the good girls in the club. It's the same thing.
Exactly. 100%. More strippers have to go to libraries too.
So you can catch a marlin or a snapper.
I know people who's dated off some of those sites.
Yeah, I did it for a good year, on there. She's a good chick, a good girl.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Girl that you met for about 12 hours, and that's it.
Well,
100%. And some for only and some for only 12 minutes. Exactly, Cole. That's whatever.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah, but one thing I will say is every girl I've ever met on there, there's always something wrong. Like you just have to find it, and sometimes it's not even like something really bad, but there's just like always something. You're just like, what? Why are you on here? Like you get wieners thrown at you all day long. Why are you on here?
So let me ask you now.
Sometimes you got to figure it out. Sometimes it's something simple as you're just busy because you have a career and everything going for you, or maybe you're going to med school, or honestly, like there could be serious, legit reasons as to why you're on there. But there's a reason why you're on there.
So everybody has an issue.
So
no,
maybe it's not even really an issue, but there's just a reason.
A circumstance or an issue.
So they just
there's
some of them they just
circumstances.
I mean, what?
Yeah, there's a reason.
They're so busy they can't get no dick.
No, it's maybe not that.
I don't think anybody is perfect, so it's always something about somebody.
No, but
any person you meet.
But they probably don't have the time what he's trying to say.
No, I heard him.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
you either got too much time or you don't got enough time.
Yeah, for a serious relationship.
I was with a homie of mine out in Chicago one time, right?
So they're swinging from vine to vine.
But hold up, he said to me he was on Tinder, and he said, "Yo, this girl," because I learned on Tinder it's all about the mileage thing or who's close to who, proximity situation.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Yo, there's some girls
they're trying to get to that as soon as possible."
And that's the thing. He's like, "Look." He pulled the whole Tupac line, I'm only in town, for one round, get around, So he said, look, I'm in Chicago for one or 2 days. So, he said he hooked up. So he's like, yo, let me find a friend for you. So I said, nah, I'm good, man. I ain't with that. So I'm old school. So he said, I'm going to meet her. I don't care. I said, all right, cool. He came back with this pus face look on his face. Waste my time, man. You know what I'm saying? I said, what happened? He said, he went to go check the girl, right? Girl comes out. She got a 6-month-old kid with her. He's like, what the hell? I said, So he's like, what the hell? So she's like, hey, what's up? He's like, nothing. What are you doing? So she's like, yeah. Oh, I was looking for someone, but I'm looking for like a husband material. He's like, on Tinder? Are you crazy? So he said to me, he's like, chicks is wasting people's time out here. So I said, well, hold up. Then he broke it down to me. Tinder, he's the first one that broke it down to me. Like, listen, if you on Tinder, don't come on there if you looking for any husband material. Go to church. You know what I'm saying? Don't come here.
No, it's crazy people in church.
I was about to say that.
Well, understandable, but what he's trying to say is Tinder.
That's not understandable because it's
a straightforward situation.
The worst people are in church. I disagree.
Which church? The crazy people.
All of them.
Thank you.
Well, meaning that on Tinder, it's a straightforward situation. If you're on Tinder, you're on Bumble or certain sites, this is what we're here for. I think Tinder at a point was a thing for college kids to just. Okay. I think it took over for like a MySpace situation. You know what I mean?
Everybody not on there for that though. So.
Yeah.
What do you say, Chief?
Go ahead, D.
No, I was just gonna say, if you're on Tinder, you're not celibate. Flat out. That's the nicest way I could say it.
But what about some people who know that what you're letting us know now, and they go on it for that? What would
you know what?
I'm glad they're listening to this podcast. Time for them to wake up.
It's okay. The best thing I would ask you now, your first experience when you went on it, did you go on there with the intentions, or did you go on there really in the beginning when you first heard about it, like, let me see if I can find a nice little girl on this thing? Then when you got in there, she was like, strip, and you're like, oh shit.
I went in there.
I
went in there like a horny little 21-year-old, like, let's get this party started.
Oh, you're killing me. I was about to ask you, you went on, if you were looking for love when you went on.
Oh, no.
He already had smash on his man.
Yes.
Oh, gee.
Hey, yo, I'm on a mission. I need you to help me out with something because I'm on a mission right now. So
I got you.
You're gonna be on that bitch by your damn.
I got my man Norris. I got my man Norris. Norris in the building with me, right? I tell you something. I want to test that algorithm theory of yours, right? I need you to hook the dude up with somebody. If the algorithm go through and you get him somebody that could match up,
I'm good.
Yo, 100 stacks for you right there to make sure.
I love it.
100 stacks.
We're trying to get Ariana Grande on our feet.
I'm trying to get him. Yo,
you guys are wild,
listen. He ain't even got a smash. We ain't even talk about that. I just want somebody compatible. Compatible.
That ain't happening.
Come on, females.
I don't know. He's single. Nora's single.
Yeah, I'm single, but
every time you say that, you know what I hear? That Beyonce song. I'm single again. I'm back.
Is he single or not?
He is.
Yeah, I'm
is
single.
He? Are
the
you?
only unsingle person is me.
I'm single.
Who said that?
I'm not single.
I'm not with all
about
that.
to say.
I know that. I'm not with all that bullshit. No, hell.
It's like a slice of cheese.
I thought I saw you on Hinge. No.
You need to be quiet about that, okay? Don't be exposing me.
Hey! At least I didn't say Tinder though.
You gotta listen.
See, I was giving you some credit there.
Thank you. Talk to you afterwards, okay?
Yo,
I like it.
I like that. Yo, listen, D.
Yes.
Yo, I want to thank y'all, man. Thank you very much for chiming in tonight, man. Thank you very much on that.
Absolutely.
Yo,
you got to circle around with us.
For real, I'm gonna come hang out with y'all, and y'all can put my profile, but just for research purposes only. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Man,
we're good at research.
Put it like this. If you ever get the thing come up again where it's that switcheroo, call me. Word up. Call me.
I got you. I got you. 100.
Call me and we good. You know what I'm saying? I go in there and take one for the team and just do the research. This is all for research. I'm letting everybody know. This is a disclaimer. This is just
100%. We call it the Houdini.
We
don't look alike.
Just exactly. You know what I'm saying? Just for research. That's it. I will not enjoy myself.
It's for science. We're like a mix between like Elon Musk and like Hugh Hefner.
Facts. Yo, I want to thank y'all tonight. Thank you very much. D&D, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Be good. Y'all enjoy your night. Take care.
All right, man. Live at the barbershop. Thank you. All right, yo.
Take you with you.
So, yo.
Don't call me. I'll call you.
You not up for the challenge?
Hell no.
Why you ain't up for the challenge?
I ain't trying to be nobody crazy.
You ain't up for the challenge? Yeah, man. Come on. You got to be up to
you crazy enough.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to listen. If there's somebody compatible.
Exactly. I'm crazy enough.
If there's somebody compatible, we just want to know.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all possible?
That's all we want to know.
I'm single again.
For research purposes only.
Take you with you.
Okay, so now
Single.
everyone here is roughly around the same age. Everyone here, right?
Tight pants with you.
So now, if now you, all right, I'm single. Aaliyah, are you single?
Aaliyah, are you single?
She got friends.
No, I'm currently off the market.
Oh, okay, cool. Noise.
Are we live?
We just said it. Are you single?
Didn't I just say yes earlier on?
We just asked it. We asked it again, Q.
Yes, I am.
Okay, yes, so, Nisha, we already know your situation.
I guess it depends on too whether people say, if you're married, if you're not married yet, then technically you're still single, or.
Okay, so I guess you're almost married then.
So if you're going through a situation, you're married. Yes.
Who? Aaliyah ain't off the market?
Huh?
Hold up. Somebody in the studio said you ain't off the market. Hold up.
She's not married. She's not off the market.
No. She said that, but somebody in the studio here said she ain't off the market. Why?
Because I'm not married.
No. Let the man talk. Let the man talk.
I didn't hear him.
Step to the mic, homie. Step.
If I'm just saying though, you know, if you going out for a job interview and they ask for that status, what you gonna put?
Okay.
Huh? I didn't hear what he said.
Be straightforward. You ain't gotta go straightfortôt. She a straightforward person.
If they ask you, yeah.
I know what I'm saying though. If you going for a job interview and they ask for
Single
your status.
Oh, okay.
No boyfriend.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Is that a single or married?
Okay.
Yeah.
True.
That's true.
So you single still? That's okay. I get the point.
You just can't say it over here, but
homie standing in the room.
No.
I know our guests got to figure it out. We need a doctor in the room.
There
or
appears to be a
something
few
to tell us about that.
entanglements here. Oh,
okay. It's an entanglement.
That entanglement is strictly for you, Aaliyah.
Okay.
No, it's not. I'm not in no entanglement.
Okay, so now, all right. For me, I don't know if I could say I would be going on these sites. I'm more old school. I would rather know someone that knows someone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because then you could check the resume. Like if you got a friend that got a friend, and he say, yo, and you say, yo, what's up with your friend? And he say, yo, she crazy. Don't mess with her. You already, yeah, I'm good. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't even sometimes.
No, I disagree.
It might be a crazy.
Sometimes I don't even believe in the friend hooking up. I'd rather go.
They'll set you up too.
Yeah.
Nisha, what you laughing at? What happened, Nisha?
She would.
You heard me?
I'd rather go.
No, you ain't here. You ain't here. Go get it, Leah. Go get it, Leah.
No, Aaliyah, he said, you said you disagree. He said you would.
You would.
Yeah, I know.
Stupid. So stupid.
Yeah.
The
situation of friend hooking up a friend, I would rather hunt for myself.
So you rather go on the sites?
Not on the site.
No, go out
there
and hunt.
Go look something
fresh without any resumes.
Without any resume.
Tripping.
Referrals. I don't think resumes matter.
Referrals.
Only because those people don't know how you are in relationships. And then you could be an upstanding person with them because you know them and they're your friend. But once that person gets in a relationship with someone, they are totally different. And their friend status don't know them on a relationship status.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How's
when you and that person become friend and
you
separate from that friend.
I hear that point.
The relationship part comes in.
I hear that point. But again,
Norris,
I look at it a little different. Like if Norris had a female friend and I say, yo, you know the word. You know the word. Damn, Norris, your friend got a
okay.
No,
Norris would say,
yo, what's up? Hook me up, man. First thing, what's the first thing Norris gonna say? Go ahead.
No, I'm on.
Yeah, see? Yeah, talk for yourself. See? No, I'm expecting you to say, yo, you kind of nut. Or, I don't know. See, because with that now, I could judge it and say, okay, yes. Once you get in a relationship, you still got to figure out all that other stuff.
Different.
Understandable.
You can't judge nobody based off of someone else's judgment. I disagree.
Yeah, but sometimes.
Are you agreeing with you agreeing with Aaliyah on that?
Yes, he is agreeing with me.
Okay,
but
yeah, he figured he would. Yeah, okay.
I've been in situation who the person carrying the message is the person I'm interested in. Who's giving
exactly. Sometimes that could be the case.
Yeah, that could be the case too.
Wait, the what? Person trying to throw you off track?
No, the person who is trying to hook you up with someone you're
Who
interested
likes
in.
the other person.
That's why I just said trying to throw you off track.
Yeah.
Basically, he's throwing you off track and he don't want you to get it. You know why? Because he looking at the fatty.
Well, he does want you to get it, and he wants you to tell him about the experience.
Yeah.
Because he's still looking at the fatty.
Oh my God.
Just let y'all know.
Hey, that's
this dude don't look for personality again.
It's sounding corny right now, man.
He sounded what?
It's sounding corny right now.
What's not? What's okay?
Nah. You make it sound corny.
You sound corny right now. You sound like you like 80-year-old cornball, just old and just. That's why we want to hook you up, man.
John,
gotta hook you up. Gotta hook you up.
We're gonna set up 3 profiles.
He's set in his ways.
You do that.
He is.
I'll whoop all y'all.
Because this is the thing why I'm saying.
Knock on the door.
That's why, like for him,
No. I whoop all y'all.
Hook him up, please. Somebody hook him up, please.
Don't. I
Hook him
find
up.
my own.
Alright.
Hook him up.
I'm
He
good.
sounds so scared.
I'm good. Don't.
I got somebody for you. Are you interested in being a sugar daddy?
Nope. Nobody. None. Don't.
So he don't want to hook him up.
Don't set me up.
He ain't trying to go on no sites.
Don't
He
set me
don't
up
want-
with
he-
nobody.
He don't want to
that
talk to
sugar daddy.
no strangers on the street. So you just chilling in the cave,
I
just
find
chilling,
my own shit.
chilling in the cave. Yo, I could just see it already. Like, Nisha, bring one of your friends over to meet him. Hey, this is Norris. Nah, I don't want to meet him.
No.
Get out of my face.
No.
We're gonna bless
No
him.
thanks.
Don't.
But
Yo, so hold up. I'm kind of perturbed right now because he said the fatty sound corny. How's the fatty corny?
Yeah, how y'all just keep saying this shit?
Because it sound.
Yes.
Hey yo, fellas, let's do it again.
he has a fatty obsession.
Yeah, is sync that sound?
Y'all sound silly.
Say it now. We gonna keep saying it now.
So childish.
Perturb you. So childish.
Yes.
There you go. Thank you.
All y'all on that tonight now too?
Yeah.
So childish. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem.
But
I'm gonna keep saying
I
it anyway.
I don't think I could ever use a dating site though. I don't know.
You're a damn lie. You line your ass up right now.
I don't know. I don't think so, man. These things are too much fake stuff. You meet the person and it's not actually the person.
You can Zoom with them. You can get on Zoom and you can see what they say.
Okay.
Well, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I jumped on Black Planet? That was it back in the day.
This fool
I
is
jumped on Black
outside.
Planet. Nah, I jumped on there. Nah, not now,
Research.
not now. I mean, back in the, honestly, my homeboy was on it and he said to me, yo, you need to go in here just see the type of crazy thing that people talk to each other about. I'm like, all right. I'm not gonna lie. Like what normally would take you like a 5-minute conversation or something like that can go into 2, 3, 4 hours easy with just people texting some wild shit back to you and you're like, yo, did you see what she just said? And you texted back something and they texted back and you're like, and then you got to stop and think like, yo, I don't even know who this person is on the other line. Like, yo, you don't know if it's really who they say they are.
You could be talking to a damn man.
Could be a dude for all you know. I don't know. But it's just mind-boggling when you think about it. It takes up a lot of time. It takes a lot of your time. You know what I'm saying? Brenda, what up? What up? You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing with it. It's a time consuming, but I think you could get hooked to it if you went in with those hit and run intentions.
Yeah.
Like if that's what you all about and you found out like, yo, I've been in there.
I'm not that guy.
I hit and run. I got like 10, 12 under my belt. You gonna stay there. You're not gonna jump off of that.
Nobody.
And you're gonna be very picky.
Yeah, nobody in this
And
panel
say
is
again?
like that. We are looking for love.
You're also gonna get very picky.
That's true too.
Yeah.
The thing that I found with a lot of them, like a couple of them that I know, they found, and that's the thing with it. Some of the females they found, they were saying like some of them look like they're sugar, what is it, mommy? Sugar babies. And they got a sugar daddy, which is crazy because then you saying, damn, sugar daddy probably ain't even getting none. And these dudes out here getting it, you know what I'm saying? And he's paying for her to stay in the lavish hotels and whatnot. These dudes are going out of town and they seeing this and they getting it. You know what I mean? And they getting it.
And the sugar daddy paying for all that shit.
Every time they going, they leaving out with something.
But
you know what I mean? But again, that's to each his own. I know for me, that's not my avenue.
Yeah, that's
not my avenue.
In my avenue.
You know what I'm saying? So
I wonder if the activity is still happening like that today with this COVID.
Yeah,
like if it's still happening.
It's worse.
They said
It's worse.
They said they don't care. I asked in the beginning. He just laughed because it's like,
he's a living.
It's worse because they're inside.
And now slowly everything is starting to get back to normal. It's gonna be off the hook. Soulchild says social media can either be a good look or a nightmare. It depends on the person involved and their true intention. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. I mean, some people I've heard that got married off of these sites.
Yeah, I know someone who got into a serious relationship off a Hinge.
So you knew about Hinge? Okay.
Yeah.
Research.
And there's also a story, a social media story where
now you heard it.
I hear everything you say.
This man and woman got married, and after they was married for so long, he killed her and their children.
That's just not.
The one in New York. The one in New York recently.
No, it wasn't in New York.
Okay.
That's not.
I think it's called American Crime.
Oh.
You don't know who you meet.
See,
I mean,
my thing is I've watched too much of the what's the one when they pose to somebody else.
Catfish, you talking about?
Yeah, I watched too many of those shows, and I just don't understand. I can see how you can get hooked up with meeting someone and you're texting them constantly every day, because that was my thing with Black Planet. Like, I remember when I first got on Black Planet, you just meet new people, you start, just talking about things and stuff, and how you look forward to talking to them, but you don't necessarily want to give them your phone number. But how you get into a relationship with somebody? You've never seen them. They don't make the time to FaceTime you with all these mechanisms that have the ability to see one another. And you just don't see them. That, to me, on Catfish just makes
It's
me
the unknown. They get hooked to not knowing.
And they fall in love with a picture.
And the longing is, that's why it's called catfishing, because they just keep they throwing their rod out there, and you're just pulling and tugging, and they pulling it back, and they pulling and they pulling it back.
First of all, I don't believe in no long distance relationship. Man. You can't live in New York and live in Miami.
I know. I've had it before.
My husband and I.
Yeah, I've had it.
Distance relationship.
I mean,
I've had it before for years. I'm cool.
Yeah.
No issues.
Who had a long distance relationship?
I did.
No.
Oh.
I don't have no issues with it, because at the same time, it's like
that's a relationship in New York, and that's one in Miami.
Nah, because I mean, when the person
sometimes long distance relationship are better than close distance relationship.
You can appreciate the person a little bit better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, and then you got your quiet time too.
Yeah.
So it works itself out.
Well, you really get the opportunity to see the person for who they are without sex clouding your thought.
Facts. Facts. Q said he can't see that. All he sees you jumping over that net. Back arms. Yo, all I'm seeing, you remember Tupac and I Get Around when they run around the tennis court real fast?
Oh my God.
Okay. So now, all right. So we in agreement on this now. Most of us right now on the panel is sticking to the old school way of doing things.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. I go out and meet someone or
so no Hinge, no Bumble, no Tenders for us.
No.
Okay. On a somber note, moving into another somber note. As you all know, today we lost a good brother of ours, DMX. It's a very somber moment. So here live at the barbershop, we just wanted to pay homage to the legend. I have my own memories of homie, and I must say, listen, I had the pleasure of meeting homie before he made it, and when I tell you, the dude got a good heart.
Somebody got TD on?
Huh?
Somebody got TD on?
Yeah, it sound like that.
Yeah, somebody. Like, is it you, Aaliyah? Something on in the background.
Yeah, Leah. Yeah. Yeah. So like I said, homie's a good-hearted individual. It's an unfortunate situation of how everything went down. And yes, it is story time. Damn it, it's story time. But before I get to that,
the first time I went to see him, he wasn't even the headline of the show. He was there. You know, the old Miami Arena. That was about what, back in the early 90s. Come on, player. Back in the early 90s. It was Big Pun, Luke No, Luke wasn't even the headliner, but the show was in Miami, so he came on. Was Jada Kiss, a bunch of them, but everybody was just screaming. That was he, boy. He was getting hot. Everybody, the whole arena was just screaming for him. DMX. But he was there, but he didn't even come on stage
because he wasn't supposed to be on.
But he would the whole arena, the whole arena wanted him.
I remember it.
And even that, but when I first saw Big Pun, I'm like, damn, he really big as fuck. Yeah. But the whole arena was screaming like for him. For DMX.
Anyone have any memories of when they first heard him or seen him on anything?
I can't believe you're allowing us to share show story time. I can't believe that.
You don't have to. You can come off right now.
Well, I can say this. I don't necessarily listen to rap that often. But when I did, or whoever I listened to, he happened to be one of the better rappers that I liked, because he was a hype man to me on top of being a rapper. And then when Rough Riders and when Even Him came out, and it was just all his videos made you just hype. It just reminded me back in the days with Onyx. You know how rah music was on? They just had you all hyped up, ready to just bust it out in the club. And then you just start dancing and running into people. Like, I just remember those days of listening to him, and back in like 20 plus years ago, for the first time, and enjoying his music. And when he started acting, then I really just knew he was gonna blow up. I always looked at him as someone who was multi-talented, definitely, and underrated in a lot of areas. It's just sad the way his life led. And how it went, and how he got hooked onto crack. That story right there is just terrible.
Yeah, that's from his mom, ain't it?
No, it was a friend that tricked him, that laced his weed with crack, and that's how you get addicted. And he got addicted, basically. He didn't realize what his so-called friends laced it with. But again, as a performer and actor, he was one of the best. Actually surprised the hell out of me as an actor. And I know he'll be greatly missed. Yeah. Greatly missed.
Big time.
Ali, you more from the South. So how was it for you?
I don't know. I think it was just the barking for me. I just,
Yeah.
The barking?
Yeah, the barking.
All right, so that's what stood out the most for you.
Yeah, the barking. That was the first thing. Like when we heard the barking, it was like, why is he barking on the song?
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no!
Yeah,
I love that. That was the part.
Yeah, basically, man. That's
yeah. But I mean, like just like he just said, we from the South, so we wasn't like
much.
Really?
Back then, that was in the 90s. That was in the late 90s.
I live in that South. I was in the DMX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get down there with DMX. Even though this is Luke area, I'm on DMX.
It's just
you born and raised in the South?
No, but basically I came here when I was 13.
Okay, well, they're born and raised South music is totally different.
It sure is.
Yeah.
But I live down here, live in the South.
It's that booty music that we like in the South.
Like I said,
booty music.
I came here when I was 13. So Luke them wasn't really, Luke would start getting hot.
Yeah.
Still, but Luke, like I said, Luke controlled the South, like down here. But still, I was DMX.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that we just love the energy of him.
Yeah,
I think it's more up north type of thing.
Yeah, you just gotta move when you hear a song, and we have a little part of our culture in him for the movie Belly.
Yes,
Ox.
Yeah, that I know that will be. They will remember him for that in Jamaica.
Yeah, definitely.
With a few other artists that he did that Belly movie.
I can say this: I more enjoyed his music. The interviews that he gives are hilarious. Have you ever listened to some of the interviews that he gives? He is, or how other people describe him or talk about him, the other experiences they've had with him. He legit was that person. Like, you didn't know what he was going to come out, what was going to come out his mouth, and what he was going to say.
Yeah,
like he was just out there, and that dude was funny as hell.
He was.
The thing is when you said when he was on the beach. And he was trying to get in with the he was trying to get with Locks them, and they were like,
yeah.
he was he know them, and they were like, they was looking at him like he was a nobody.
Yeah, it was.
I wonder how they feel when he blew up. He just
that's the thing that had
he just shoot past them.
Everyone tripping. I met him.
To find that video, man.
There's actually I got a videotape that is floating around somewhere around one of these houses. But back in this was when Tupac just died, and Tupac died in September. We had a music festival out here in Miami.
To me, I think he was the second coming of Tupac.
Yeah. And the funny thing about it, when that whole thing went down, Peter Thomas, and yeah, females are probably familiar with him from Real Housewives. So like Peter Thomas used to have this thing called How Can I Be Down? It was a music conference out here in South Beach. So a lot of music heads would be out here from New York and different places. So, you know, we was a regular at that event. And that particular year, Peter Thomas had these artists that I was managing at the time called Body Snatchers. So we were all down here in Miami in a big little group and whatnot. So I got introduced to DMX from a friend of mine named Kenny and Derek. You know? So I remember the first time when I met him. Now there's another reggae artist out here that people are familiar with named Shinehead. Shinehead was out here also. There's a bunch of us out here. And the first time that he brought homie around us, he at that time, Get At Me Dog and none of that. He wasn't even out yet. So he was just a regular head that was out, you know. And Locks had just they was on with Bad Boys at that point. And he brought DMX over and said, yo, it's my man. It's cool. We're gonna roll with y'all. So I was like, yo, whatever. We all out here, whatever. It's the whole squad. But the energy, I remember the first time, and back then he wasn't bald headed or nothing. He had hair, you know, it was a low hair and everything, scruffy beard and the whole nine. But it was just like I said, the energy when he first talked, he was just super energy. Like, yo, what's up? It was like, we're looking at him like, yo, what's wrong with this dude? You know? But he started rapping and everything. So me and him started chopping it up, and we're looking at each other, and I'm like, yo, where I know you from? And two of us are saying the same thing. Like, yeah, he's saying the same thing. Yeah, I know. You look familiar. We start putting names together, faces and heads, and we came to find out that from over where I live over in Hollis, there's like Chris and a bunch of other heads that live down a block from me, Sage and the rest of them. There was a clique called Cash Money Clique. That was way before Cash Money, you know, Louisiana Cash Money. So now Ja Rule used to be like on that, but at the time he was like, I guess you want to say like the hype man at the time. He wasn't really the forefront dude. There was a dude named Black that was the forefront dude. So when we start calling names, I'm like, okay, so you know Black? And he's like, yeah, that's probably where I seen you. All right. We said, all right, cool. And then Mike Geronimo name came up because he used to be around there, and Irv Gotti and a bunch of them. We all in the same neighborhood. So everybody kind of know each other. So when we got that established, it was like, all right, cool. The tension kind of eased better. We was walking around, everybody's chopping it up, but then he started rhyming, and he started with that barking shit, and we was like, because you know, back then, that wasn't the norm to hear nobody talk about. So we like, fuck wrong with this dude, you know? So me and all my boys, we looking at him like, yo,
shut up.
What's wrong with this dude, man? No,
that's what he said.
No, because it threw us off. This is the first time we're hearing anything like that. So it's like his energy is there, but the barking part of it, we're not used to that. We're not hearing that part of anything that we've heard so far in rap. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, we were just like, all right. So, but then it went on, and about, I say less than a year or maybe a couple months or whatever, I remember sitting in Kenny's apartment.
Tell about when we trying to get in with in the hotel.
Oh, with the Locks. Yeah. So, okay. So now he said to us, yo, he know the Locks and them is his man. I said, the Locks? You know, at the time, the Locks was a big deal because they just got signed to Bad Boys and the whole thing. So we're like, all right. Like, yo, let's go over to the hotel. And you know his voice, yo, let's go over to the hotel, man, over there. I said, all right, yo, whatever, man, let's go. So we went over there, and he was trying to get in, but there was so many Bad Boy security that was sitting around, and he was like, yo, That's my man and them over there. I'm gonna get us in. But he trying to wave them, and they waving, and they looking at him. I remember they in the hallway, and the doors is opening and closing, but security won't let the man in. And we sitting there like, man, this dude don't know them, man. You know what I'm saying? He lying. So I felt bad for him the way how they was treating him, right? Because at that time, there was a specific dude that was out there. And I remember when they kept telling him, yo, get out of here, get out of here. I felt bad. So I grabbed, I said, yo, homie, don't even worry about it. Let's roll. So he was like, nah, man, that's my man. And so he started waving. And I remember Styles P and Jada was at the door. I don't know if I don't know. There was no really respond. So I don't know if it didn't click to them or whatever. But I remember one specific dude. And that dude, I remember it was in the height of when Tupac got shot. And he looked just like Suge. He's like a shorter version of Suge. And I remember I said, damn, Suge, everything is good. And he was like, yo, man, don't play with me. Because it was in the height right as Tupac had just died. So when we left, I said, yo, don't even worry about it, man. He's trying to explain that he do know them. We're like, it's cool. Yo, no. And that's like what you said. It's so crazy how he surpassed them. Because in less than a year or so, I remember I was in Kenny's apartment, and Get At Me Dog had just debuted on BET. And it was like, but when I met him, he never went by DMX. He went by Dark Man. So when the whole thing came out, they introduced him as DMX. I got up at the time to go in the kitchen, and then Kenny and the rest of them in there that was there that day, they started wilding out in the kitchen. Like, yo, that's my man that was out there. I came back in, I said, man, that ain't him. They like, yeah, that's him, because he had bald his head, shaved and everything. But then when he started with the barking, I was like, oh shit. Because that was his signature.
Yeah.
So when he started doing that, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, damn, I ain't take his number. Cause yo, I ain't gonna lie. Very cool dude, very funny, but very talkative. You know, very high energy at a point where you just like, all right, slow down a little bit. So at the point, me and my man was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna ditch him. And he became this superstar, megastar. I'm like,
you need to find
damn. You know, but yo, good memories, man. That dude was a beautiful soul, very, very loving individual. Like if he's with you, he with you. We could see that from day one, just from how he was riding with us that day. If he with you, he with you. But it's an unfortunate thing of how this industry is sometimes. The pressure that you get from it, the drugs, the different things that are involved, and a lot of people don't realize what it entails. The entertainment part of it is like we're entertainers are really unfortunate. I don't mean to say it like that, but we're the jesters. They're the jesters. It's like even the stuff that we do, we're here for entertainment for people, and people don't understand what it entails to do everything to entertain them. You know what I'm saying? And they think that it's just all the materialistic things that you get out of it. It's supposed to band-aid everything else. It doesn't. There's a lot of things, family and different things that they get screwed up because of that. You know what I'm saying? But yo, will definitely be missed. I wish it could have went a different route, but
even that night we was doing the show over there, and we was talking about verses.
Yeah,
and we were like, who they gonna put up against all that
energy? Can't put nobody against DMX, man, because yo, the energy on that dude.
They put Snoop Dogg with him.
No way.
It couldn't even work.
Yeah,
but we just gonna play something. R.I.P. DMX, Earl Simmons. So
we gonna close.
Yeah, so we gonna close with that, man, and condolences to his family. You know, his kids.
Man got a lot of kids.
It's a sad thing, man. And like I said, greatly missed.
Yeah,
greatly
missed.
Like that. Yeah. You're not gonna find another like that, most definitely. So yo, in closing for Live at the Barbershop, we just want to say R.I.P. to Earl Simmons, better known as DMX, better known as Dark Man X. Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Father God, we thank you for this gathering of souls. say that when two or more gather in your name, that you are present, so we thank you for your presence. We ask that your grace and blessings are upon us this day. We pray that any obstacle the devil plans to place in our path be removed in the name of Jesus. We pray that you have your will, have your way in our lives, Father, for we didn't make us, so we couldn't possibly know what to do with us. We thank you for the things that most people take for granted, Father. The air we have to breathe, the food we have to eat, the clothes we have to wear, the cars we have to drive, the money we spend, the lives we touch, and the lives that have touched our own. We ask that we're able to be a blessing to others as well as ourselves. We ask to be reminded of the power in the spoken word, Father, because we can defeat the enemy with the spoken word. All we have to do is remember to say it, remember to use it. The word says, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. The word doesn't say that the weapon won't be formed. The word doesn't say that the intention of the weapon maker won't be to harm you. The word doesn't say that they won't attempt to use it. The word says, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So no matter what they think, no matter what they make, no matter what they try, by the power of the word, we are covered. We humble ourselves before you. We praise your name and give you the glory. We praise your name and give you the glory. We praise your name and give you the glory. In Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Live at the barbershop. We're just going to end it like that. We'll see you next week.
Go out in the world and be somebody.